Hey there, everyone. We will get rolling here momentarily. I'm pulling up Facebook just so I can see any of your comments, questions. Also want to know if you have gone out and measured the snowfall here today, how much you've seen. If you could leave the total that you've measured in your city, I'm going to put together a graphic just to show some of those snowfall totals that we've had across the area. We've still got our winter weather advisory for our central and southern communities and also into the thumb. So Saginaw County, Shiawassee, Genesee, Lapeer, Tuscola, Sanilac, and Huron counties all under that winter weather advisory, and also looking in towards Gratiot County. That winter weather advisory is until 1 a.m. local time. But even if you're not in a winter weather advisory, doesn't mean you couldn't still see some of those snow impacts lingering into the early overnight as well. This system has been somewhat of an impactful one for us, but check out what's happening to the south. This is way worse than what we are seeing. Some of the southern states are actually getting a harder taste of winter than we are seeing up here. Some of those snowfall totals in the Tennessee Valley, the deep south, in portions of the Carolinas, getting over 6 inches, even some spots maybe even approaching a foot, and they also have some ice and some sleet to go along with it. What we are seeing right now, some of the worst of the snow still ongoing right here towards Interstate 69. You can start to see that we're getting a little bit of a breakup in the snow, so getting into more of the grays, which is lighter snow as you get further into the whites and the blues with this radar. We are seeing some of the heavier bands now to our south into Metro Detroit. Even though it doesn't look like it's snowing here into the thumb, it is lightly snowing. It's just a little bit too far away from the radar beam. The rest of the area, still seeing the light to moderate snow, even a band right here that is setting up from Mount Pleasant down through portions of Kent County out towards the west side of the state near Grand Rapids. Fraser Macomb, 2.5 inches. Thank you for that report. We are seeing even some heavier banding of snowfall towards the Denton, Cumming Mills area, and Hayes seeing some of that heavier snow. Area-wide, we're still in that 1 to 3 inch range, some spots seeing upwards of 4 inches of snowfall. And we're going to shift more towards the scattered snow. It is still more widespread, but it'll start to fall apart, become more hit and miss snow showers to just a few snow flurries overnight. The road conditions should be good by tomorrow morning as the snow will continue to lighten up, and we'll see those road crews getting ahead of any of that more scattered snowfall. Out there into Fraser, Macomb County, yeah, you'll probably get towards that 4 inch total, maybe even a little bit more than 4 inches, but a lot of us will be in that 1 to 3 inch range. So if you're already in the range of 2 to 3 inches, you may be talking about upwards of 4 inches by tomorrow morning. Andrew, the downriver totals, if you have any, would love to hear some of those totals if you don't mind letting me know. Melvindale, so I'm keeping an eye on those comments, but we are talking about some of those snowier conditions coming along with some warmer temperatures as well. Most of our readings are in the 20s. So while that is plenty cold to support all snow and support an accumulation of the snowfall, not as bad as those temperatures that we saw just about 24 hours ago when we were in the teens and single digits. And those temperatures not going to fall too much further tonight, in the low to mid 20s. Then for the weekend, it's actually going to be milder behind this system. Don't have a big push of colder air. We'll be in the 30s, lower 30s across the area. We'll likely see some of that snow melt both Saturday and Sunday, but Sunday we also have more snow that's going to come on in. There's that snow that we're dealing with right now through 10 p.m. You can start to see some more of the scattering of the snowfall by 10 p.m. And then we get into more of just that light snowfall, light flurry action that's going to continue into the early morning hours of our Saturday. We also have some lake effect snow flurries that will cross through the state and impact potentially a few of our communities into the morning. But impact, wouldn't necessarily say that as the word of choice. It'll be just more so very light snowfall that could happen closer to US 127. Then all of that falls apart. Could still have a few flurries throughout the day, but we'll get partly sunny skies. Could see some sunshine tomorrow. That'll help to melt some of the snowfall. But then we're right back into a clipper system of snow that could put down an inch or so of an accumulation. With that system, then we'll also get into lake effect snowfall as we trend into Monday with another Arctic cold front That'll bring our high temperatures down into the teens, only 18 on Tuesday with a high temperature of 9, or should I say a low temperature of 9 degrees Monday night into our Tuesday. Also wanted to show you, let's see if we have the latest model run so we can show you maybe a little bit of that lake effect. But overall, the system on Sunday should not be as impactful as what we are seeing out there today. So we're going to be kind of more so in and out of a few waves of snowfall with our Sunday storm system. But behind it is when the lake effect will really get going, and we could see some impacts out there, maybe even getting into our Monday and Tuesday. So something to keep in mind, something to watch for. And definitely something to prepare for. So we'll have that next snow chance Sunday and Monday. Could be seeing some impacts then just scattered snow flurries Tuesday into Wednesday with that colder air. But colder air won't last for too long because we're right back towards 30 on Thursday and then into the 30s. Finally above freezing for a change as we get towards Friday. One thing I also want to show you. So we're going to start out with kind of what we're seeing right now. We're still in enough of a cold air push to keep us at least below freezing for the weekend. But behind that clipper, we'll get another wave of some Arctic air. You can see that swinging in Monday into Tuesday, even lingering into Wednesday. But Thursday into Friday, it gets modified, and we see that milder air coming on in. But it's not going to last for too long because Saturday into next weekend, we get an even bigger push of Arctic air. And this one could be maybe even the most significant of the year so far. So could be talking about temperatures well down into the teens, even more of that lake effect snowfall. So something to keep in mind. We'll get a brief break from the really, really cold air to end the 7-day forecast. But overall, not looking like we're going to get out of this cold pattern anytime soon and get several days that we are able to string along with those warmer conditions. All right, everyone, I'm going to wrap up this Facebook Live. Just know that if you are traveling over the next few hours, still will be slow, slick, and icy, as we do have a lot of the just more so light, icy snowfall than anything else. As we get into tomorrow morning, conditions will improve. Could still have a few slick spots on those secondary and side roads to start the day tomorrow, but we will have some improvements going into our Saturday. And then snow returns Sunday into Monday. We'll throw another update out there as we get towards the end of the weekend about what snowfall totals could be once this wave is done. Have a great weekend. Stay safe. And we will see you back here on Facebook throughout the weekend, but back on TV tonight at 10 and 11. And if you don't join us then, if you're a little bit too busy, we'll be back with you again on Monday.